Okay, today is Saturday, June 22nd, 2024. The date is 06/22/24. So if you write it as, so if you write the date 06/22/24, there's 222. I saw it. So there's another 222 that that'll add to the 222s I've been seeing. 777 that I've seen a couple times. 555 is 144. They're just, yeah. Right? That's the only thing. Kinda keeping me like, because I keep seeing these numbers, right? First of all, what even set us kind of down this path was the fact that Crush did not eat. Crush did not eat. Since Crush did not eat, they got me a little sad. So I can make myself happy at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. And you know this because I got off after working with college. I was on the live for a long time. Then I had to walk. It's about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. So what do I decide to do? I had just got 3 t-shirts. None of them came out the way I expected them to. The only one that is, I'm going to try to rationalize and make sure that actually they're okay. But I'll tell you how it kind of went. I don't have white fabric paint. So I decided to still use my Angela's leather paint. So the red you see is not that. I do that. It comes out okay. It actually looks better on camera, but in person, it's muted. It's lighter than what you see here. But I'm glad you can see it in the picture in the video. I'm glad you can see it in the picture in the video. I came back and added the red as accents to accentuate the design. And I kept going and just added graffiti jungle. Now here you can still kind of tell that I had to go over the red a couple times for you to see it, as that E and the L are kind of not visible. I had to keep going over each of those marks. I went over again with the red just so you could see it as is now. So that was the first one. Now, when I first got my screen print, I did 4 shirts in 10 minutes. There's a video for that. Where I didn't even rinse it. I just went from one color to the next strongest colors. I used the weakest color, the lightest colors, and then as I was like, I ended it, you know what I'm saying, with black, because black was going to be the strongest color. It doesn't matter how it looked. So I did that. Now, the shirt that I was excited for, all I wanted to do was put the black over top of it. However, I don't rinse out the white fabric paint. I don't rinse it out. My behind just says you can just go ahead and put the whatchamacallit. That okay, yeah, let's respect that. Remember, I didn't use the white fabric paint. I'm using the Angela's leather paint, which is basically like a regular. It's not for clothes. Well, it's for leather. It's for shoes. put it on jackets and whatnot, but you're gonna have to like coat it a couple times. Anyway, I don't rinse with the fabric paint. It probably would have been a much better turnout. The white might even showed up a little more. This white Angela's Leather paint is, I mean, it's very liquidy and it like just, I don't know if it ever dry. I don't know. I don't. But the fact of the matter is I did not. I'm trying to show you this so you don't. So before it, you know what I'm saying. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying. You gotta set it up. Tell you why it's gonna look the way it look. I don't rinse out the white paint, and I immediately put the black paint and I screen print it. It don't come out too well. It don't come. You can't barely see anything for real. And whatever there's, remember I showed you how it looked. There's words on the front of it, and I don't know if they're like puffy letters. I don't know, whatever. It just did not come out well. So I'm thinking, okay, if that's black, what's going to show up over top of the black? And I, I would think white. I don't have white, and the white that I used on the other one, we saw what it did. So I'm like, I'm not about to go for the white. What have I not used at this point, and it kind of gets me excited. I looked at my other one, the shirt I made last week or earlier. I don't even know when I made the shirt. I used gold, and I was very excited because I hadn't used gold before. So I was like, this time I'm gonna use silver. It said it's metallic silver. I'm like, the silver's gonna show up over the black. That's almost like a white. It should show up. It does better, and the way I kind of pivot this time is okay. I can at least see the Project Extinction design, so I'm just going to use black to reinforce the design. Before I put the Project Extinction design up there, I cut the shirt. I cut it and burned it. So this is how it came out. Again, this is the one I was most excited for. I'm glad that it's actually showing, but I went over it with the black first, and after I went over with the black, I could not see it. So I went over with the silver, and I was able to at least see the outline. So I outlined it. I went with some black paint and did it from there. Um, Now, the one thing I was excited about this shirt was messed up from the very beginning and the get go. I just didn't get the cuts in the right angle and the right spots. And so, because I couldn't get the cuts in the right angles and right spots, I kept cutting and just kept cutting. I was like, I'm going to get the cut in the right angle at some point, and it just never came out. So, I just ended up cutting and burning so much of this shirt. Uh, I burnt the ends of it, and the sleeves, and on the sleeves. So that was this one. Now after the butchering two more shirts, after butchering these two shirts, I wasn't even sure if my screen print was still okay because I wasn't using fabric paint and I wasn't washing it out. So I had to do it one more time, and then it came out. I was like, okay, my print is still working, but I didn't even rinse this one out all the way. And then there was a black spot. And since there was a black spot, I started cutting it, and and I just kept cutting it. So this, I stayed up all night, literally destroying all of the shirts, literally destroying all of the shirts. And the one that everybody said yes to actually came out okay. And I'm glad, and I'm just, at this point, I'm just thankful. We got one shirt that came out excellent and perfect. This one, I did too much work on it. It may be okay. I'm going to do visuals in it just because, and regardless. This one, the front of the shirt, I did not touch. It's gonna be okay. It's just gonna be okay. So, yeah, yeah. So, I have not been asleep, and that is why. And so, I'm not off today. You know what I'm saying? So, at some point, I have to clock back into work. And at this point, the fact that none of the shirts came out how I really, truly wanted them to, I don't know. I don't know. So, this is the second all-nighter this week. Both times I stayed up making shirts. Yeah, both times I stayed up making shirts. I'm not mad at the time spent. I don't know. I just don't know. So, I decided I'm just gonna puff a bowl. This is, like, I used to really want to open my mind towards my art to see where it would go. And this is where it has come. And, yeah. All night. I would mess up another shirt just because I still had paint on my hands. So I had to find a pair of pants to wipe my hands off and to touch. Like, as being an artist, things just get messy. Things just get messy. No lying on messy, not football. Regardless of anything, there'll be new visuals. I can't even feel my tongue. That's how many bowls I had. Once I got off the live, I smoked a bowl the whole time I was walking. The other crazy part is, I'm not tired. I'm currently not tired. That's scary because then you contemplate, well, maybe if I never went to sleep, I should just stay up all day, be up for 48 hours. It's like, what could you do all day? I did it. My art, doing this fashion, doing these shirts, I ain't even bring my holder to stream. I don't even know. I want the shirts to dry. So I can possibly put it on. If you had to stay up all night, what would you stay up all night doing? Is it a person? Is it an activity? This is the best bowl that's been puffed since the last time I puffed. The only shirt that I actually put on was the one that I was so excited about, the red one. And it's a medium. So it didn't even fit how I wanted it to fit. I need to get it in a large. I need it to enlarge. Because it did not come out how I wanted it to come out, I'm about to just put them on anyway. I just gotta figure out a way to set the phone up so you can see. I'm gonna get a rock so the phone can stand up. Messi Goat 19. Since we're just gonna have a slight little fashion show of all the shirts with these, not all of them, just these 3 shirts I destroyed. I did not go to sleep and I stayed up all night. So let's go with the one that I just so happened to do. First shirt we're gonna try on is the Betty Boop shirt. Yep. The paint's still wet. The paint's still wet. So this was the only one that was a large that I actually liked that fitted on me. That's how it looks in the back. So there was this shirt. There was this shirt. This was the only one that was salvageable. Well, I take that back. I think the black one came out fine. It just needed to be a little more, you know, defined. From this one, we'll go to the one that broke my heart. The one I was most excited for that broke my heart. We'll go to that one next. It even got so messed up. The back, like the paint bled through the back of the shirt. That's how bad it got messed up. This was already on the shirt. That was fire. Texas, I never went to sleep, bro. I never went to sleep. But I appreciate you, because you was tapped in. So you know I went to sleep late this morning. Well, I never went to sleep. You know I was up this morning, and I spent all night messing up these shirts. So here's the one I was most excited for. I never went to sleep. Crush did not eat the mouse, so I got sad. So I started doing some art. So this is how it looks on the front. This is how it looks on the front. See if I can get this one on. So this is the first time I put it on since I messed it up. So here's the story behind this one. Well, I just told you the story behind it. I couldn't get the cuts right, man. And then I thought about just cutting it on one side. And then I thought, you know, it's a dog on the back of the shirt. That might go. So I started cutting up. None of these cuts was coming out right. So I kept cutting. And then I cut on this side. Then I cut up top. I was burning it. I just kept doing stuff, bro. And then I put the black up there. It just did not show up. Then I put the silver over top of it, and I had to put the black over top of that just for it to show up. At this point, I'm not sure which way to go with this shirt. This was the one I was most excited for, and this is the one that I butchered the most. So, if you talk about, it's a distressed shirt, right? I used my knife, cut it, burnt it. It's like an artist in distress. This is a distressed shirt. I'm actually using matches. That's how you know something's wrong. I'm actually using matches. The only part of the shirt that came out decent, the back of the shirt, I even messed the back of the shirt on accident. The paint was so thick it bled through onto the back of the shirt. Onto the back of the shirt. And I was like, I'ma just, there's nothing I can't do nothing to fix that. Forgot to use a sample. I'm gonna make visuals regardless. I'm gonna make visuals regardless. But I wanted to emphasize the burns and the cuts. I think I did that too much. I think I did that too much. So the last shirt is the only shirt that I actually think it would, every person I asked in the store, I was like, yo, which one of these you like? Everybody said yes to this shirt. And I did the least to this shirt. And it came out the best. So let's try this last shirt on. Let's try this last shirt on. I'm gonna do visuals in the shirts regardless. I'm gonna do visuals in the shirt. This, I don't know what to do with that, bro. Now this one, the only thing is, needed that a little more defined. Outside of that though, this one was already raw. This one was already raw. So this was a tough shirt. This is a tough one. It's just the distinct project extinction is on. I gotta be up on the camera. You gotta be on that to know that. But that one fit. I definitely don't want to mess this one up. I'm gonna sit like that, act like I'm gonna work out my abs with this one. Cause I don't want to mess this one. I'm gonna just stand up. Let me just stand up. I ain't got time. I ain't got time. The worst part about it, nope, I don't want this shit to touch. The worst part about it is, every second that I'm up, I still have not been to sleep. And I have to go to work. I would rather be in work tired. I don't need that jump be dragging anyway. I'm gonna just look at everybody like, don't, what? You know how you push and then you can crash and burn? I don't know what that's gonna be like. I mean, there's still enough time and hours in the day. But I was like if you see me now, you see me. I don't know what's wrong. I mean, I did have. Did I even have an energy drink, bro? Can you call in the word? The thing is, let me take this off, bro. This the only one that came out good. Let me take this off, bro. We make. I make $10 an hour, and I'm part time. If I take a day off, the checks. I use the checks to fund. I use the checks to get more of this, so I can do more art and do more of my cigars and my podcast. If I take a day off, that's like you gotta equate that to cigars. You know how many cigars I could get? It's like every day I clock in, I can get some more cigars. Like that's just I'm trying to do what they want me to do. They say work a 9 to 5 and use that to fund your passion. That's all I'm trying to do. That's all I'm trying to do. Trying to work that job to fund my passion. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. I don't want to mess this one up. So let's light this up. Let's light this up. And then this is my stress reliever, right? This my stress reliever. I don't know what to do. If I lay down, they say an idle mind is the devil's playground. When I'm doing my art and I'm doing my other stuff, it keeps me thinking about positivity, and they might call it delusional, but it keeps me thinking about some positive stuff. If I get bored, who knows what my mind might want to start thinking about. I'm not trying to entertain that thought. I'm not trying to entertain that thought. Not right now. The wind blowing. That's what I want to do. What I thought about the last time, I'm just listening to my body. They say, if you got energy, use it to be creative. When you tired, rest if you must. But I thought about that on the last episode, the last segment. What if your younger self could see your future self? I appreciate it. I appreciate that. What if your younger self could watch your future self? And what if your younger self sees yourself at a bad moment, at a weak moment? But what if that was a part of your best life, but you didn't see that part? Would it scare you? What if you would say, you know what? I don't know if I want to go. I don't want to go down that path. I don't want to go down that path. It would be very scary. Now, if you saw yourself in the most abundant possible way, just for conversational purposes, let's say you saw the billionaire version of yourself. That might motivate you. Oh man, I gotta get to like that. But what if your billionaire self tell you, you know you're gonna have to go through this. You know this gonna happen, that's gonna happen in order to get here. That's what I think about. I think about my billionaire self saying, you know you gotta go through X, Y, and Z. Because there's another version of myself that would, you know, not have the courage and the confidence to take that leap, take that step. We were all skinny. They say you don't get fat overnight. So you gotta be patient with yourself because you're not gonna lose that weight overnight. And you still got the strength, bro. You was doing them big boy dips. That's strength, bro. That's strength. And you also got sons. You also got sons who gonna look up to you and see, yo, like, yo, my dad worked out. My dad, brolic. I had to be brolic. That's how I looked at that shit, bro. Like, niggas, if me doing the dip and you doing the dip ain't the same thing, bro. We both doing dips, but you got a lot more, you know, you got a lot more weight than I do. It's all relative. It's all relative. You know what they say? When you on the bench, yeah, you can do that rep of 135 10 times. Or you can do that rep of 225 2 times. And shit like that. Where you gonna build the muscle at? You just maxing out, bro. You just maxing out. I was just sitting there walking, bro. And just looking at the moon the whole time. It's a full moon. I just walking, kept puffing. Just kept puffing. I tried to feed Crush. Bro, if I show you, I deleted all the videos. I just knew he was gonna eat the mouse. He did not eat the mouse, bro. Like, looked at it, this and that, and went to the other side. I said, oh no. I literally recorded 30 minutes just trying to get him to, just, I was like, yeah, he gonna eat it now? He had his, like, when it, like, Nagini was a striker, bro. Nagini, I put the dangle the mouse and he would, you know what I'm saying, they curl their neck up. And you don't know when they throwing a strike and boom, Christ did not strike. He said my best bench was 425. That was 20 years ago. That's literally on some, you know, I did this, but there were no phones around at the time when I did it. That was me walking. Could not stop puffing, bro. I did not think I would stay up all night and fuck up all these shirts. Man, I'm at, hey, yo, what just came to my mind just right now was on some, since the back of the shirt is the only thing salvageable, I might just cut the shirt in half and just say F the front. We messed it up. You got residual strength. Just think, if you didn't do what you did then, you wouldn't be able to do what you do now. That's what I'm gonna have to do. It's a matter of how. I gotta see how much I don't like it. The Betty Boop shirt is okay. The black shirt is a go. It was just that shirt. I was so excited for it. I was so excited for it. If I go in today and there's another one and it's a large, I'm gonna do it again. But I'm not gonna spray paint on it. I'll probably cut it and burn it, and that's it. That's love, bro. That's love. Yeah, it's a Saturday morning. It's a Saturday morning. So how's everybody gonna spend their Saturday morning? You know they talk about the flow state and how you can be in something and then you gotta take a step back out and not be in it. I lose track of time when I'm doing art. The last time I saw was like 3:40 a.m. By the time I finished the shirts, it was like 6:48, 6:48 a.m. Then I started burning them. I started burning them. Or that was just that first shirt. Then I went back to the Betty Boop shirt just to see if the screen print was still working. Did the Betty Boop shirt. Then I started putting the red accent marks on the black shirt. By the time that was done, it was 8 something in the morning. I said, fuck it. I ain't going to sleep. I ain't going to sleep. I was, I was like, I was gonna let them dry. I was gonna let the shirts dry, and then I was like, whenever I get up, you know what I'm saying, show off the shirts. But, and I think if you know how I do the content and whatnot, you know for a fact that if the shirts came out how I wanted to, I wouldn't have BS this. Like, I would have had them set up. I would have put them like, oh yeah, look at this one, look at this one, look at this one. That's how you know I'm pissed about this. Because I don't even care about the presentation of it. That's how you know that I usually would have set the whole stream up. I'm like, all right, here go this setup, here go this setup. I don't got my phone holder. I don't got none of that. I let it all rock. Let it all rock. I need my other cigar pipe and my other cigar pipe and my tamper. Where's my cigar bag? Oh. Let's switch to the corn cob. Well, that one's definitely not done yet. It couldn't be. Fool me. Couldn't be. Yes, you. On the last episode of Peaky Blinders, what I really rock with most, he said, I wanted everything right now. Everything was coming so slowly. He said I wanted everything right now, but everything was coming so slowly. And sometimes I look at it in the sense of you do gotta know how to prioritize. Break it down. One of the quotes, or one of the sayings is, people become more of who they are when they have money. Whether that's more obnoxious, more kind, more grateful, you'll see who they are, right? Who do you become if you have no money? You'll see the dark side of you come out. You'll start to see the things that you'll do that you normally wouldn't do. But it's still who you are. It's just the condition, the environment, the setting. And when they talk about, the light side and the dark side, it's all part of you. Some people try to do their best to ignore the dark side of them. You gotta learn how to control it. You gotta learn how to control it. And in order to control it, you first have to be able to acknowledge it. Sometimes that's what happens in relationships. Now, sometimes you're able to find somebody who's okay with it's like their insecurity fulfills your insecurity type of thing. For instance, if you're a people pleaser and that person loves attention, it kind of just goes together. Those are two insecurities. The attention seeker and the people pleaser kind of work out. It kind of goes together. I'm trying to see if I can give another example. Mm, it's not a good one, but little Duval. Well, you know what? The phone just hit that 20% mark, so I can't stream longer than that. Can't stream longer than 20%. That'll stop me. They can't stop me. I'll go grab the iPad. All right, now let's move to the corn cob. But yeah, I did want to see what would happen. Where would my art go if I was unrestricted? Now, one of the things is Tony Robbins, he had a good question or a good phrase. He posed it like this. I'm going to try to rephrase it in the best way, or just try to get the message across the best way I possibly can. If you look at something, whatever you're trying to do and create, and you put a limitation on it and say that you won't be able to do it because of whatever excuse or limiting factor, that shortcuts the whole process. Like, that's an excuse. But if you ask yourself, if you say, okay, well, how do I do this? Now, a very annoying thing to do is to repeatedly ask the same question because it gets embedded. Now, when it gets embedded, to continuously ask your brain, ask yourself the same question every day, it becomes very annoying. But just asking yourself certain questions opens up your mindset and just say, how? How do I do this? How can I do this? How do I do that? With what I have. How do I use what I have to create what I want? Or to achieve the outcome? Infamous smoke show. Not new wave, but I hop on at like 5 minute mark. If you need a laugh, is that the name of the channel, or is that the name of the YouTube or the show? Is it called the Infamous Smoke Show? We could all use a laugh. That'll give me some inspiration. Infamous Smoke Show. Infamous Smoke Show. How often are they live? Oh, you posted the link on your YouTube channel, or you sent it to me on Instagram? All right. Thank you. I'll see what they doing and see how I can implement that into my chain. Now, something else, you know what I'm saying? Every time I pop up on Threads, there's always somebody asking a content creator question or trying to get some advice. Now, she said that add chapters to your videos because they're searchable. I don't know how to add chapters to my video. I'm trying to figure out if I can do that from the phone. I gotta do it from mobile. I gotta get a sewing machine. Thank you. Thank you. I'm pretty sure I had one energy drink. Pretty sure I'm gonna need a couple energy drinks today. Baby all fucked up. She don't know when she gonna eat. She know she gonna eat, but she just don't be knowing when. That's the fucked up about being a dog. No, 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 no. There are some very good dog parents that feed their dog on a regular schedule. But that's why I gotta make sure I get her treats and stuff. And I try not to be too mean to her because she be putting up with it. It ain't like she got a choice, but She be holding on, man. She be holding on. She just be holding on, bro. That's why I be looking at my dog like, yo, you know they say the dog chooses the owner. Omega Beast. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Thank you for tapping in, tuning in. Thank you for tapping in, tuning in, and engaging. Share some good news. What's the good news? What's the good word? What's the good word? On a positive tip, one of the shirts is very nice. One of them is average, and the other one is below average. Things to celebrate. We hit over 1,500 subscribers. Last time I checked was at 1,505. But not that impressed because I still have more videos than subscribers. I hit 1,500 videos last week. But I'm happy. The other part I'm happy about though is that I just been posting content that I enjoy. For the most part. The only shit that I guess would be outside of my scope that I posted was that shade room jank. But I was just practicing because I wanted to use a green screen. Other than that, I just been posting good music, dancing. Yeah, just mainly good music. The Lil Wayne music videos and the mukbangs, editing those videos. And so, now again, one of the things they talk about as far as creating YouTube content and finding your niche. One dude said, find your niche, double down, this and third. And they always talking about catering to your audience. But then I told her what one shorty did. Shorty said she built, just for conversational purposes, she built her whole channel on fashion. So as soon as she branched out and started posting other content, all the other videos started flopping. Because the people came to her channel for fashion. They wasn't looking for the rest of the stuff. So they wasn't watching it. So it hurt her in the end by just sticking to one thing. That's why for me, I post it all, and then I have a ton of playlists, sorting them all. And then everybody drops into the bucket. No hat, no bucket hat, Nantucket. I might get a cigar today. Just cuz. And it's a just cuz. Why do you do anything you do? Why do you say anything you say? You don't know a rhyme or a reason. You just do. You don't know which way the wind came from. You don't know where it's going. You just know it's blowing. And then if it get too cold, you know it's snowing. Lil Wayne said, I'm a blunt blowing. Hey, bro, you gonna send them butt plugs. Cigars. Hey, bro, pause. You see that? Bro, he has butt plug cigars that he been passing out to everybody. Damn, that's so fucking lit. Offers always there. I sent like 5 other people cigars. Bro, you're the plug for real. They're like, who's your distributor? Where are you getting these cigars from? He's there, ran out of plugs. Okay. Do you know how many cigars you have, bro? Like, I got 5 and smoke 2. You know how abundant you are? You have so many cigars, you give them away. The only cigar I ever gave away was my 8th hand-rolled cigar. Down to like 15. Down to like 15. Sitting on 15 cigars. Are they all the same kind, or which cigars you got now? Hey, bro. Let me know if you serious, bro. Let me know if you serious, bro. Because I was thinking, I might just stop, bro. I might just stop doing this for a little bit. So having a billion cigars make me smoke more. All different. Now, that thought came to my mind, bro, to just stop smoking for a bit. I don't know how long will make a difference. Stop for a week. Does that mean anything? It raises. Whoa, that's facts. It raises your blood pressure. It calmed me down. You know what they say? Go to your happy place. Oh, smoke constricts blood flow. So you've actually done that? You actually took your blood pressure reading before and after a cigar? Oh, cut back 1 to 2 cigars a week. I don't know. I'll have to cut back on tobacco. Because I run out of cigars like crazy. Yes, and it's higher after. Mm. Mm. Something to think about. Something to think about. I enjoy smoking. You don't blame it on the drinks? You don't blame it on the cigar? Moral content like what? Hey, your wife can't know you said that. Your wife can't know you said that. Listen, I'm trying to collab with the Hawk Tour girl too. I'm trying to collab with her too. I'm trying to know what that be like. She sounded country too. She has shirts and hats now. There's even a truck. You gotta be kidding me. It can't, this can't, that can't be real, yeah. Bro, if she has shirts and hats, I might even get one. Bro, she has merch. Yeah, I'm trying to collab with her. I'm trying to see what that Hawk 2 will be like. I just wonder if she'll be more popular than Catch Me Outside. How about that? Catch Me Outside. How about that? They turned that into a song and some more. Yo, are you serious about this? Bro, I'm about to look that up. Well, other people are making it. Oh, other people are making the shirts? I thought the money was going to her. She went into hiding? Why she going into hiding, bro? Oh, like I just said, niggas trying to find her. Niggas want her to the net. They trying to see if she got that got 3,000. Yo, she could let it, bro. That be a thing, right? Yo, she get paid. You gonna say, yo, dude, she got an OnlyFans? Heard about the truck on the radio. Wow. Now the radio ain't fake news. Ain't that funny? Well, I don't know. TV be fake news. Radio be real news. That's crazy, bro. I'm about to look that up. My friend is on a morning show and they talk about crazy shit. I text him to confirm. Wow. And have her be the next presidential candidate. Be on some Cleopatra type shit. She'll be on some Cleopatra type stuff. The craziest part, if she actually ran for president, she would get votes. If she ran for president, she would get votes. I did see a truck. It was a white truck. Shit, she ran for president, she got my vote. If the Hawk Tour girl run for president, that's who we voting for. We voting for the bitch with the crazy neck game. We don't even know if it's crazy. She just talk like it. She just talk like it. I just Googled it and the white truck popped up. I seen a white truck in 2 different videos. So I don't know if it was just people with random videos or that just both happen to have a white truck. But I saw the shirts that said Hawk Tour 24. Bro, she got a whole slogan, bro. She could real live run for president and win. She would beat Trump. She would buy this view, but she might be too old for him. Oh, he might be too old for her. Yeah, he could pass away at any moment now. They said Biden's so old, he be talking so slow, he be forgetting what he's saying. He be like, what happened? What was he talking about? They said Biden could pass away any day now. And then and then Kamala gotta step up. That would have been crazy, a crazy historical reference. She's too old for him. Oh, wow. Wow. It's a subtle message there. I caught the message. It went over my head the first time. I caught it that time. Wow. Nah, that's really messed up, though. That's really messed up. But she got a whole slogan. No Hulk Hogan. No Joe Rogan. Morning. She got a whole slogan, bro. Hey, bro. You heard about the Hawk tour, girl?
Nah.
Oh, never mind. Never mind then.
What happened?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
What happened?
No, it's just funny. It's just a funny video. Just Google it.
All right.
I just Google
What
it.
was it called again?
Hawk tour.
Hawk Tour?
TUAH.
Okay.
Spit on that thing. Hey, yo. That's going to be her fucking slogan. Yo. She could go so far, bro. Why is she going to hiding? You supposed to eat that up. You supposed to eat that up, bro. Whether there's no such thing as bad publicity. Wolf of Wall Street. There is no. I'm about to do that reenactment scene. Do you know who Lamborghini Empire is? Nah, he was up here last time and he asked the good questions. He asked, what's your favorite Lamborghini? I can now have an answer. It's the fastest one, the Lamborghini Revuelto. But the cool one was the STO. But if I had to get them all, I would probably, the Revuelto cost $1 million. But for $1 million, I can get an STO and a Hurricane Evo. I can get 2 Hurricane Evos and an STO. Hell no. Weird and wacky. How the fuck do you know he passed away? Yeah. When people be saying this random shit, for one, how do you know he passed away? 2, how do you know that I had to even reference with him? You know what I'm saying? How do you know that he was on my channel commenting? But yeah, those are some good questions. Because then the other question was, would you rather have a Lamborghini or the Tesla Roadster? And I'm like, yo, that's a good ass question. Give me both. Give me both. Give me a black Lamborghini and a white Tesla Roadster. Or a red Tesla Roadster. You know what I'm saying? Flight shit type shit. White, black, and red. Those are the 3 colors I be going for. First, he was my friend. 2, I'm asking everyone. But how do you know that he was even on my channel? Because you wasn't part of that conversation. Unless you are. You know how Orlando Brown was talking to the one guy? He's like, unless you're such and such. He was like, no, I'm da-da-da. Probably got a whole nother channel. You know how somebody will watch you from one, somebody can watch you from one channel, they make another channel and they say some shit like this. It's shit like that. But they say if you tell one lie, you gotta tell another. I'm asking everyone on live. And it just so happened that you came to my live and asked, you're gonna ask everybody, do they know Lamborghini Empire? Not knowing that they even know Lamborghini Empire. You tell one lie, you gotta tell another. Sometimes when you talk to a liar, you wanna see how far they're gonna take the lie. Like, all right, yeah. Bruh. Hell no. Then, why the fuck would I go tell everybody my friend passed away? Like, why the fuck would I hop on every fucking live and say, do you know the Muffin Man? I'ma hop on every live. Do you know the Muffin Man who lives on Drury Lane? Yeah, he passed away. Why the fuck would I go tell everybody on live that my friend passed away? Do you care about your friend if you go tell everybody? Their fucking business. Everybody ain't coming to the fucking funeral. You, go tell the pallbearers that. Who's who's putting that nigga in the grave? I hope you one of the pallbearers. I hope you putting Lamborghini Empire in the grave. Since you want to tell everybody that he passed away, go put. I hope you putting him down one last time so you can let him down one more time. That nigga already rolling over in his grave. You gotta entertain both sides. Like, let's say this is a real shit. What the fuck was his real name? This is some shit like, and that's some shit that you should, bro. What the fuck? Like, why you hop in somebody live and say, yo, you know such and such and he passed away? Bitch, if I don't know this person, what the fuck you telling me? What the fuck that got to do with me? You're like, yeah, somebody passed. All right, niggas die every day, b. Niggas die every day, b. What the fuck is that movie? Paid in Full. Paid in Full. All right, again, I told you on Scary Movie, Brenda, when she was churning that butter, I said, damn, I'm trying to hold that people. Trying to get some of that. She was churning that butter. I knew exactly what that meant. I said, oh, snap. That's why you gotta get a country John who know how to churn some butter, who be milking cows for a living. Get you a girl that live on the farm that milk cows. Damn. She's also in the Paid in Full movie. In the Paid in Full movie, it's this little dope scene, they eating pizza and whatnot. And she be like, you boring. And he be like, well, if I'm so boring, why you with me? And you know what I'm saying? They go a little banter back and forth. And she said, here go the dope part. This is when you know a bitch too smooth for you. He said, if I'm so boring, why you with me? She said, because I'm boring too. I said, oh, shit. Oh, no, nah. The what he did was, he said, I'm boring. He said, I'm boring. And then he put a stack of money on the paper. I mean, he put a stack of money on the table. He said, is that boring to you? Is that boring? Putting this money in front of you like this? Putting a whole roll of money? But then she hit him with that. You know, I'm boring too. Piece of relationship advice. You gotta find somebody that you can be bored with. You gotta find somebody who's okay in the quietness. When you don't feel like talking, and that person ain't got nothing to talk about, and they don't feel like talking, can y'all just sit together and y'all presence will fill that silence? That's some relationship shit. You gotta find somebody that you can be bored with, and y'all go do random stuff, make games out of anything. Every time y'all see a red Jeep Gladiator, y'all gotta kiss each other, no matter how y'all feel. That's just a thing. That's our thing. That we gotta do that. You know what I'm saying? They say that's a life hack for marriage. Always kiss your wife before you leave the house. Always kiss your wife when you come into the house. I'm gonna remember that. I'm gonna remember that. But marriage ain't for everybody. It say that in the Bible. Marriage ain't for every man. Hey. They said Michael Jordan used to sit in the back of the club and don't say shit. And then he'd be like, let me get up out of here. They say Jordan be in the back of the club. They'd be like, man, if I stay here, you ain't gonna get no pussy tonight. Let me get up out of here. That shit funny as fuck. Dude said, yeah, this is another little segment I gotta put. Dude said, it's the 90-10 rule or something like that. He said 10% of the men in the room can get 90% of the women in the room. That's heavy odds in their favor. The other 10% of the men, or he might say they can get any women in the room. The other 10% of the men got to figure out who they don't want. Like, damn, okay, he probably want this bitch, and that bitch. That means I can probably only talk to this bitch, and that bitch. That's some regular daggler. That was cigar talk. I heard that in the cigar shop. Now, LeBron podcast originally was, you know what I'm saying, the barbershop talk. I think cigar shop talk is better than barbershop talk. Gotta be, bro. Now I'm speaking because I've had my haircut before and I've been with barbershop. I've sat in there. They're gonna say a little bit about this and the third, but it ain't gonna go too far. It ain't gonna go too crazy. In the cigar shop, if bro speaking, let him cook. Let him cook. They be like, nah. Let him cook. Everybody listen. They say the cigar and the tobacco is the closest thing we got to the fireside chat. The ancient people sitting around the fire. They say that's the closest thing we got to them. Sending that smoke up to heaven. One person speak at a time. One chief. And then you got a whole bunch of Indians. Chief Powhatan. Now, one cigar that I need to go back and try again, I need to try the Maduro version of it. I tried the Connecticut, which is probably why I was turned off by it, was the Camacho. Camacho, you know what I'm saying, that's like a 80 gauge, 70 gauge cigar. Nah, it's not an 80, it's probably like a 70. It's not a 60, it's definitely like a 70. It's like a 70 gauge cigar. You know what I'm saying? And that one caught my attention. Just the name Camacho makes you think of like an Indian chief. The name Camacho makes you think of an Indian chief. And then you start to like just learn those type of dynamics, different cultures and different segments. Like if you got a chief, what's right under the chief? The chief not chiefing. Alright, 5%. 5%. Let's get one more bowl. It's 9:46. If I was at this point in time, I could only possibly take a nap. Bailey's gonna whimper. That's gonna wake me up. Bailey's gonna whimper. That's gonna wake me up. But it's not hard to guess what I would do if I didn't go to work. It would just be more cigar talk. And I wouldn't even be mad. Wouldn't be too mad. But there's things that I want, you know what I'm saying? Like I had certain conversations with people. I'm like, yeah, I'm not about to buy nothing, but I need to know how much this costs, how much that costs. So I asked dude how much it's gonna cost, cause I was thinking this is something crazy, but I was really debating, bro. The dude was like, I could get an iPhone 15. he was like, "You gonna have two phones. Just gonna have a better camera. It's gonna have a cinematic, and you can stream and vlog. You can be able to do all that unlimited. You gonna all that." I'm thinking, I want a daggone flip phone where all I can do is call and text. He was like, people come get the flip phone for their kids, just so their kids can call and text, and they don't got no apps. They can't get on no TikTok. They can't get on no Instagram. That's what they get them phones for. And so I was like, the better investment though is me getting the phone and the hotspot. The phone and the hotspot is what? Now, what's crazy was because you got to pay an activation fee on both of those. Activation fee is $25. Times that by two, that's 50. The phone was 50. We had $100. The hotspot was 70. Now we at 170. So plus taxes. He was like, yeah, it's gonna be 200 up front. But the bill per month. And now they also had two different bills per month though. 15 Pro Max was gonna run me like, for conversational purposes, 100 a month. Whereas the phone and the hotspot was gonna be like $35 a month. So one had a lower initial cost, but it had a higher monthly cost. The other option had a higher initial cost, but a lower monthly cost. Which one do you go with? Well, the smart duck would say, go with the one that has the lower monthly cost. That's you. Your expenses are still less as you go forward. The only thing the other phone does, see, the iPhone 15 though, is the hotspot and a phone and a new camera. So it's like, how do you want to upgrade and go from there? Because then you got to think about, you currently don't have a phone bill. Now you're adding a bill. It's a part of growing up. It's a part of growing up. So, I mean, that's what I was kind of thinking about for the next one. For the next check, that's what I was thinking. To get a phone. Now, now, there is another aspect to getting a phone. Technically, I have to switch my bank account information from Amazon. But in order to do that, they have to text me a code. That is why I need to get a phone. But there's ways around it. I could just ask somebody else, like, yo, can I just somebody you trust to say, hey, yo, can I get this code text to your phone? Tell me the code just so I can recover my account. Just because I need to. Wow. Wow. All right. Dr. Simpson. Wow. All right, y'all. We live. Make a Google number. This is why you have the show. Somebody's going to tell you which way to go. All right. I can just get a Google number. All right, y'all. I want to talk to y'all about Dr. Simpson and why Dr. Simpson is important. Before they locked me away in the mental hospital, I was supposed to host my very first book club meeting. and there were going to be 3 rotations. Dr. Simpson was going to have one of the centers. I was going to be at a center. The person who owns the book club was going to be at another center, and Dr. Simpson was going to be the art instructor at the other center. He had the edibles and everything. The junk was gonna be live, bro. My first book club meeting, we was gonna have edibles, we was gonna have drinks, food. Everything was set. Everything was set. We realized, bro, the apartment complex gave me the go. Everything was a go. But my dumbass uncle fucked it up. My dumbass uncle fucked it up. Oh, Fabian's also, nah, we didn't do it. At that point in time, I wasn't on the vlogging and shit. But if I was, that would have been a dope segment of Cigar Talk as well. We went to Stanley's Cigar Bar and Lounge. And that was my first time, I think that was my first time buying my own cigars. That was my first time buying my own cigars. I bought like 4 or something like that. But still gonna be live, bro. We just had to set up in the nature. That's what. And so the other thing was, what was the other thing I was mad about? The other thing I was mad about was, I bought 6 of them. Dr. Simpson is an art therapist. And I thought that was the best thing I could ever possibly need in my life. An art therapist and do art therapy. For me, for somebody as creative as I am, to know that somebody was getting their doctorate in art therapy, that was like, yo, that's why I do cigar talk therapy. That's why my Graffiti Jungle Cigar Art Fashion Studio. Art is my therapy. Thank you for showing me that that's possible. At this point in time, I don't even know how people smoke cigarettes or anything else that you have to like really inhale. Like, you just don't inhale these. You just push it right back out. What's crazy and not crazy, every single person has voted for art. You're a wizard, Harry. Yeah, this thing still has not gotten retired. Let me be on this one. You gotta be on that. Peace. You gotta be able to find peace. As long as you be out all night, and you always gonna hear some birds. Now I do gotta call you out. How you gonna say it's a classic? You ain't even know how to smoke a cigar, bro. Nah, I gotta talk. Yeah, you lucky. They been about passed out, bro. He was actually inhaling the cigar. That boy about passed out. Thank you for tuning in, though. Thank you for tuning in, though. That's one thing I be looking at too. Last year, I ain't know nothing about a cigar pipe. This time last year, I ain't know nothing about a cigar pipe. Moved too fast. Just started. And this is all within a year. Peace, love, and light. Tobacco. I do not smoke weed. I have a vice and know my limits. And the only thing that can keep me on this one is you don't inhale it. One percent. On that 1%. Well, here's the shirts. Only one that came out decent, that was just messed up.